Hi, Aslam class, and welcome to your maths lesson for Thursday, the 14th of January. Write our date like that. Ooh. Day 14 of the month January, the year 2021. Okay, so in our maths lessons for the last week or so, we've been focusing on multiplication. Today, we are going to be doing the inverse of multiplication, which is, that's right, division. Okay, so we're going to start dividing today. Now, I remember when I was at school, dividing was like, oh no, I can add, I can subtract, I can multiply, but dividing, it used to scare everyone. But today's lesson, we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it a step at a time. Hopefully, by the end of today's lesson, you'll get a good idea of what dividing is, and some methods that we can use to help us divide some numbers. So what I'd like you to do whilst I'm getting the slides up is just have a little think to yourself about what division is and what does it mean. Not sharing? Yes. So hopefully you've had a little think about what division is and what it is. And basically, it's the inverse of multiplication. So multiplication is repeated addition. And so the inverse to that is repeated subtraction. So instead of multiplying two numbers together to get a bigger number, with division, we can start with a big number. We can keep on taking away the same number until we get down to 0. Dividing it also can be described as grouping things together. So in our arithmetic questions here, we could say we can start off with 160 and we've got to group them in twos. So once you've done 160, put 2 over here and put 2 here and put 2 here, the amount of groups that you have made will be your answer. Sometimes you could look at it and go, I've got 160 and I've got to split them into 2 groups. So instead of putting them into twos, you put them into 2 groups, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Yeah, you go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then the amount that you have in that group will also tell you the answer, and they are called arrays. But what I would like you to do is to pause this video and just give these questions a go, okay, and see how well you do. And then at the end of the video, you can come back to this and you can see and do them again and see if you've made any improvements. So pause the video now, please. Okay, well done for working out them questions. Here are the answers on the board behind me. So question 1 is 80. Question 2 is actually 45. There was a remainder of 1, so there was 1 left over. We're not really going to focus on remainders today, but it's always good just to put that one up there to keep you on your toes. Question 3 was 30. Question 4 is 24. Question 5 is 30. Question 6 is 80. Question 7 is 86. Question 8 is 27, and question 9, 23. And the last question, number 10, was the answer is 20. Well done if you got all of them correct, and well done for trying. And remember, if you want to do this again after this lesson, you can do. Just rewind the video back to the beginning, and we can look at, you can see if you've improved. Okay, so for today's lesson, we are looking at can you divide a 2-digit number by a single digit? And we're going to use some different methods to help us divide, okay? First of all, I'm going to give you a 2-minute challenge. Using all of these digit cards, and you only use them once, okay, at a time, and any of the operation symbols, plus, take away, divide, or multiply, how many of the numbers from 0 to 12 can you make? So you have to use all 3 cards at once, and we're trying to make numbers from 0 to 12. So for example, I may decide to do 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which gives me 6. That's between 0 and 12, so that's 1. I may then want to do 2 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 1 is 7. So that's all good as well. I could do 3 times 2 times 1, and that will give me 6. So you need to, you've got 2 minutes to write down as many different calculations as you can to get a number from either 0 to 12. So you can pause the video. The 2 minutes start now. Okay, well done if you have done that. Hopefully you've got loads. Post them up onto the team's message board to see who got the most. Okay, on to what we're doing today. So this question is a typical division question, and it's displayed to us using a place value chart. Now, if you've got materials at home, I know some children showed me that they can use Jenga sticks, Jenga blocks and Lego blocks. So if you've got the game Jenga, that could be really good to use as a 10, and then Lego bricks could be used as ones. It's entirely, if you've got that kind of thing at home, then it will be useful. If not, you can just draw your place value chart out. So Rosie is working out 93 divided by 3 using a place value chart. And you can see on our screen here, if I'm going to get my magic pen, or where is it? Where's my magic pen? There it is. I get my magic pen and we're going to draw a circle. So we focus in just on this. Are you ready? Is it working? No. Oh, technology. Anyway, I'll carry on talking whilst this is loading itself up. So you can see here that we've got, oh, it didn't work at all. Oh, there we are, it has worked. Okay, so we have in our circle, we've got 93 counters altogether, haven't we? Because we've got 3, we've got 6 10s here, and then 9 10s there. So that all adds up to 90. And then we've got 3 1s over here. So 90 plus 3 is 93. So we know we've got 93 here. And then what Rosie's done, she's divided 93 into 3 groups. So what did she do? Okay, she got 93 and she put a 10 in here. She went 1. She did her 10s first, 2, 3. And then she had 6 left. And then she went 1 for this group, 1 for this group, and 1 for this group. But she knows she's dividing it by 3. And then she did 1 for this group, 1 for this group, and 1 for this group. Now she's shared out her 10s equally into 3 groups, and they have 3 lots of 10 in each group. And then she shared the 1s out. She had 3 1s, 1 for that one, 1 for this group, and 1 for this group. So she's now shared out 93 equally into 3 groups. And you can see that this is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. What she then does is she then sees how many 10s and 1s are in each group. And that's going to give her her answer of 93 divided by 3. So what does she do? She counts on. In this group, we've got 10, 20, 30, and 1, 1. So we have 31 in this group. And then we look in this group. We've got 10, 20, 30, and 1, 31. 10, 20, 30, and 31. So 93 divided by 3 using a place value chart here, we can see that the answer is 31. Now, what I would like you to do is to use a place value chart to complete all of these calculations, okay? And then, so you can pause the video now and you can get on with these work. Shouldn't take you too long. Don't take no longer than about 10 minutes, please. If your 10 minutes is up, then move on. Okay, hopefully you've spent about 10 minutes on them questions. Don't worry if you haven't got them all done. It's just practice and giving it a go. Okay, so behind me on the board, I've done the first 4 questions, and then I'm going to go through the last 2 questions with you to show you how I did them. So the first 4 questions, question A, we had 66 and we divided it into 3 groups. You can draw lines underneath to help you if you want to help group it. So here we've got 3 clear groups, okay? And we've got, in each group, we have 2 lots of 10 and we have 2 lots of 1s. So our answer is 22. For B, okay, we had 80 10s and 6 1s, so 86 divided, and we put it into 2 groups. And when we divide it into 2 groups, we end up having 40 lots of 10s, okay, 4 10s, so 40 and 3 in each group. Then this question, it was 50 divided by 5. So we split our 10s into 5 groups. So each group got a 10. However, there are no 1s. Okay, so our 1s column is blank. So how many are in each group? We've got 1 10 in each group. So 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. And then for this one down here, we had 48 and we divided it into 4 groups. Okay, and we went, and in each group we've got 1 10 and we've got 2 1s. So our answer is 12 because 10 plus 2 is 12. You can pause the video to check your answers. I'm now going to go on to the next 2 questions of the set of questions, and this time I'm going to show you how I did it. Oh. Struggling to get all this off. Okay, so my first question is 39 divided by 3. I do a 10s and I do a 1s column and I draw it down. I'm splitting this number or putting this number into 3 groups. So here's my first group, my second group, and my third group. I'm using a different color, you can as well, or if you're using your Jenga blocks or whatever, that's really good as well. So in my 10s column, how many 10s do I have in total? I've got 3, okay? And I need to split them out in equal groups. So I take my first 10 is gonna go in this group, my second 10 goes in that group, and my third 10 goes in that group. I've got no more 10s, so that's my 10s shared out. I then go to my 1s column. How many 1s do I have? I've got 9. So I need to share my 9 out evenly in 3 groups. So 1 goes there, 2 goes there, 3 goes there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've put my 9 1s in and I've shared them into 3 groups. And then now we can see what our answer is. 39 divided by 3 is equal to how many 10s are in each group? 1, 10 in each group. And how many 1s in each group? There are 3. So 39 divided by 3 is equal to 13. Our next question is 84 divided by 4. So this time we are sharing 84 into 4 groups. So there's my 4 groups. Okay, I'm going to start with my red color and share my 10s out. I've got 8 lots of 10 to share out here. So there's my first 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all my 10s have been shared out. And I go over to my 1s. I've got 4 1s, got to share them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, no more 4s to share out. And then I have a look at my place value chart and I can see that I have 2 lots of 10 in each group. So that is 20. And I have 1 1 in every group. So it's 21. So 84 divided by 4 is 21. I hope that helps and well done if you got all them questions correct. Now, sometimes when we share them out using using this method, sometimes we can be left with some left over. And you can see here in Dexter's question, he's done 56 divided by 4. So he started off with 56 and he's put in his place value chart 4 groups. So he's got his 4, so he's got his 5 10s and he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's put 4 in, and then he's got 1 more 10 left over, and he's like, I can't do it because I've got counters left over. If I give this group a 10, I can't give this group a 10, and I can't give this group a 10. So therefore, I can't share this number out equally. Let's come back to it. And then he's got 2 1s left over because he's got 56. So he's got 6 1s, and he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, but he's only got 2 1s left over. If he puts a 1 in these 2 groups won't have a 1. So therefore, he cannot share them out equally. And that is what Dexter believes, because he says, I can't do it. So he is actually wrong. What we need to do here is have a look. Well, how many have we got left over? And the answer is we have 12 left. Oh, we have 12 left over, don't we? So with 12 left over, we could go back to our question. We're dividing it by 4. Can we divide this last 12 up by 4? Yes, we can, because 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. So we can actually divvy this out. So we've actually got 12 here. So we exchange this 10 into 12 ones, okay? And if we exchange it into 12 ones, we would then be able to finish Dexter's calculation. It does work, because if I'm going to show you on my board, okay, and I'll make my thing bigger for you, so you can see. So this is Dexter's place value chart, okay, and he's done his grouping. He's got 2 ones and a 10 left over. Okay, let's change this 10, exchange it into 10 ones. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so exchange that into 10 ones. So now we have 12 counters. We can divide 12 into 4, and that is 3. So in theory, 3 counters from here will go into each group. So let's do it. Let's say 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. So we've added our 3 in each group. So now we've got no more counters left. So we can actually calculate 56 divided by 4 using this method without any remainders. And we have 1 10 in each group, and we have 4 ones. So 56 divided by 4 is equal to 14. Okay. So just remember, if you've got any counters left over, see if that number can be divided the number you're using. And if it can, then you can exchange the 10s for 1s, and that will help you out. So have a go using these using that method for these questions. Remember to pause the video and don't take longer than 10 minutes, please. Off you go. Okay, these questions are just a little bit trickier. Okay, so I haven't done all the answers for you yet. I've left some out to help you out here. So I'm just going to get the questions up for me. You won't see the questions at the minute. So 72 divided by 3. So I started off by grouping my 10s first. I did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I couldn't share out the remaining 10, so I put it at the bottom. I have 2 1s. I can't share my 2 1s out into 3 groups. So that goes at the bottom there as well. I've now got 12 that I need to put into my 1s column, because I'm going to exchange this 10 here for 10 1s. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then my remaining 2 go in there. So for the first question, 72 divided by 3 gives us 24. For the next question, being 92 divided by 4. So I grouped my 10s first evenly, and I got 2 in each one, but I have 1 10 remaining. I then got 2 1s, and I can't put them in either, so I'm going to put my 2 1s down here. So this is what I've got left over. I then exchange this 10 for 10 1s. So I then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then my remaining 2 down here, 1, 2. I now have 2 lots of 10 and 3 1s in each group, so my answer is 23. Question C, 65 divided by 5. Again, I did my 10s first. I've got 5 groups, 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. My 60 I can't use, so that is going to go there. I've got my 5 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes in perfectly. But now I've got to exchange this 10 into 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 65 divided by 5 is equal to 1 lot of 10 and 3 ones. So it's 13. Now for this question here, it's 48 divided by 6. So if I divided my 10 up into 6 groups, I just can't do it, okay, because I've only got 4 lots of 10. And I've got 8 ones. So maybe I can do my 8 ones first, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to have 2 ones left over. And I've got 4 lots of 10 left over, okay? I need to exchange my 4 10s, okay, into 41s, okay? And I've got to put my 41s in this group. This may take me a bit of time, okay? I'll try and be as quickly as I can. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then my remaining 2 ones. So my answer is 8, okay? Not a very good method to use, obviously, for questions like that. My next question, 45 divided by 3. So I did my 10, my 3 groups. I had 10 left over. I can't share out all of my ones equally. I can do 3 of the 5 and 2 left over. I split this then into 12, and I exchanged my 10 for 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then my 1, 2 remaining left over here. So we have 1, 10 in each group. We have 5 ones, so that's 15. And then the last question, 64 divided by 4. We split my 10s up first, and then can put my 4 ones in. I now have 20 ones to put into my ones column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones and 1 10 in each group. So the answer is 16. It is a little bit complicated when we're doing that, but hopefully you've done a good job. Right, I'm going to share my screen with you again so you can see the next slide. Okay, we can actually use partitioning as well to help us divide numbers. And in this question, Amir is working out 68, sorry, divided by 4. And what he's done is he's taken a 60 and he's partitioned it into 10s and 1s, similar to what we're doing here with a place value chart. But this time, we're not having to use place value chart counters or draw it in to help us divide. In this case, we are going to be divide partitioning our 68 into its 10s and into its 1s. And what Amir's done here, you can see, so 68, he's got 60, and then he's got 8. He's then divided each part by 4. So he's done 60 divided by 4 to give him 15, and then he's did 8 divided by 4 to give him 2. He then has to add these 2 values together to give him the total of 68 divided by 4. So 15 plus 2 is equal to 17, sorry. So have a little think about this method and see how it works for you. So I'm going to model part A, and then you do question B. Okay, so I'm going to make my screen bigger so you can see. So I'm going to do 42 divided by 3. So that goes into my top model here. I'm now going to, I've got 40 and I've got 2. I can't do 40 and 2, can I? Because 3, I can't divide 3 by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I use a part-whole model where I can. So I'm going to do 30 here, and then I'm going to do 12 here. I can divide 30 by 3, and I can divide 12 by 3. Okay, 30 divided by 3 is 10, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. I then add these two values together, which gives me 14. So 42 divided by 3 is 14. Pause the video and give the next one a go. 90, which is 96 divided by 4. Okay, hopefully you've unpaused the video now and you've got your answer. I'm just going to complete it for you on the board. So we've got 80. So we've got another 10 and another 6 to add into our part-whole model here. And what we're going to do is divide these numbers by 4. 80 divided by 4 is equal to 20. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Add the two together, we get 24. 96 divided by 4 is 24. Well done if you got that question correct. Okay, on to the next slide now. We are looking at your independent work. So what you need to do is you need to, for question 1, your first challenge is to use to use the partition and place value counters to solve these calculations. And if you've got manipulatives to use them to help you out with them questions. Question 2 is then a little worded problem, and then question 3 is comparing statements where you will have to work out which division is right. So pause the video now and spend the rest of the lesson trying to get these questions done. Remember, the challenges get harder as you go along. So everyone should start on 1 and then you keep on pushing yourself. But don't worry if you can't get past number 1. It's absolutely fine. You work at what you can do. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to make my screen just a little bit bigger so you can see the answers. Tick them off. Okay, make sure you've done your working out as well. So for the first questions, you should have 30 for A, for 15 for B, 12 for C, 18 for D, and 16 for E. For question 2, you could have used a part-whole model like I've done. I did 92 and I split it into 80 and 12, divided each section by 4, and my answer was 23. And then for question 3, for this one here, the first one here, it should be an equal sign. For this one here, it's greater than, so 95 divided by 5 is greater than 63 divided by 3. For this one here, we should also have 51 divided by 3 is greater than 64 divided by 4. And for the last one here, 98 divided by 7 is less than 95 divided by 5. So I hope you've enjoyed the lesson today. I know it may have been quite tense and quite difficult because division can be a bit tricky, but hopefully there's a method today that you can use to help you with your division. So good luck. Any questions, please bring them up in the live lesson. Thank you.